News Radio.
KCAA Radio, Loma Linda, where no listener is ever left behind.
Yo ho, yo ho. I'll never be a singer.
He tried to scare people here, huh?
Yeah, hey, a whole studio left. We had 10,000 people here. They're all gone. Welcome to Let's Sign Out Show. Food critic Allan Borgen here.
And Izzy Bussy.
And we just got back from a cruise, and that's what the music's about. Kind of like pirate music, ship.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I think what else would it have been? Love Boat. The Love Boat. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any requests?
No other requests. I don't know.
That's it.
Is that all the boat songs there are out there?
Engineer Joe, think of any boat sounds, any boat music, and play it, okay? The Love Boat, that's a good one. That's all I know, really. Anyway, we're going to be talking about cruising today. And, it's really interesting. A lot of people, we love cruising, first of all. But there's a lot of people out there that just really don't like cruises or are afraid of cruises. And that's what we'll be talking a little bit about that because we had a lady with us. We had 6 friends, listeners, who came with us. Mm-hmm. And one of them was deathly afraid of
water.
She can't swim.
And a boat.
Yeah, I think.
And height.
I think that other than that, I think she was she was terrified, but she went, which is a good thing for her. It's good therapy. So anyway, we'll talk about that. And then what else we can talk about? That's about it. Just a lot of things. We went on a celebrity cruise to Mexico and went to talk about the cities. We went to, Ensenada.
Nope, went to Puerto Vallarta, first stop.
Cabo.
Second stop is Cabo San Lucas. Third stop is Ensenada.
Right. So I guess, is that the Riviera, I think? I think it's the Mexican Riviera.
I think they call the Mexican Riviera.
Anyway, 7-day cruise, and so we were talking about the ship there. So if you're ever thinking about going on a Mexican cruise, we're going to give you some information about it.
And it's an inaugural sail at San Pedro.
Yeah, they haven't done that
I
in a
guess
while.
they haven't done that. They're bringing this cruise back because they haven't done it for a while. I think other cruise lines have left from there, but they have not. So it's quite exciting, bring that back to be in our backyard, so you don't have to fly anywhere. Literally drive there and
it's right there. So
lift it or whatever.
Well, let's get right into it. Let's talk a little bit about cruising itself, and then we'll get right into the solstice. Again, a lot of people don't like cruises. They think some people think they're going to get bored, which is, I don't know how you can get bored on a cruise. But that's okay. That's everyone thinks that. Some people think that. So I can appreciate that if they've never been on board. Mm-hmm. First of all, there's 1,000 million things to do. They have so much stuff, from dancing and just listening to music. They have and gambling there. Yay! They have what else? They have lectures. They have trivia contests. They have bingo. They have what else they have? I'm trying to think. They have spa, great spa. They have swimming.
All kinds of activity.
Everything.
They have like lawn bowling. They have glass blowing. There's no, the guests don't get to glass blow. They do have a glass blowing studio. You can actually have custom pieces made for you and get to see how it's being done and participate in that process. They do have movies. There's Sudoku. There's coloring. There's, it literally, the list of activities is like endless.
Yeah.
There's shows and magicians. There's
the shows are really good.
My gosh. And it's all different genre. It's all different types of shows. So if you're not into one type of show, you might like the other type of show. So it really, and the music they offer, it kind of covers the different
from
decades.
Salsa to 80s to 70s to now.
Rock, yeah.
Just everything. And it was very enjoyable, just sitting and listening. You don't have to dance. I don't. I got groin pull just watching them dance. Back's still hurting from watching. But, if you like to dance, this is heaven for you. But those of us that don't want to dance, you can sit and great music, listen. And they have a little bit of everything here. Plus, there's all kinds of restaurants. And every cruise you go on, they have a myriad of different restaurants. Every ship is different. Every cruise line is different. I think some are better than others in terms of food quality, which we'll get into when we're into the solstice. But there's everything. And the lady that went with us, at the end, she was kind of scared, but she decided she's got to do it, and she had a ball. She loved it. She went by herself. She went with the group. I mean, that's the other thing. If
She
you
participated so many activities. I mean,
yeah,
literally, she at when started off, she didn't know what to do, and but it's kind of really neat because now with this day and age, great technology. If you have a Wi-Fi capable phone, you can actually tap into the ship's Wi-Fi and have a whole entire list of activities on your phone, and you can pre-pick them, put it on your schedule. You have your own little calendar. Create your, where do you want to go every day? What do you want to do?
where do you want to
And just
eat?
where do you
Everything.
want to eat? And you can just follow that.
That's pretty neat. So, but by the bottom line is she had a ball. She loved it, and there was no icebergs in Mexico, so that was good. We didn't have to worry about the Titanic type incident. Very safe, very smooth, and she just had a great time. She thanked us and thanked us and thanked us, and I hear some music in the background.
I think we brought Mexico back with us today. So
We
just
know.
because, it was such a festive cruise, everybody was really having a good time. So we brought it. I think everybody would appreciate it. We brought it back with us.
They're having a turkey fundraiser, I guess, next door, so it's a lot of Hispanic vendors and stuff here in DJs.
And
so
music, yeah.
they had tons of DJs there. That's the other thing. But anyway, for those of you who are not, big fans of cruising or think you're not going to have fun, I really think you should try, because I really don't think it's a wrong. Sometimes you think things and they're not true, and this is one of them. So I highly recommend different cruises. And again, we went to 3 different ports, and you're there the whole day, and so you get to see the different spots. And then, once you're there, like in May, we went to Greece and Rome, and once there, we went all around. And we knew what we want to come back to, and there's some places that we got to come back. It's so neat.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the opportunity. So it gives you a chance to test your theories out of where you want to go, or don't want
It's
to
like
go.
a appetizer.
Yeah.
It
Ooh,
can
bring the food in. Good.
It's an
Good.
appetizer. A cruise is an appetizer of the places you may or may not want to return to.
That's true.
And it gives you a taste of it, and maybe, okay, well, that's not the city for me, or that's not the type of, place I want to go back, then you don't go back. But then if you really love, like we really loved the Greek islands, it's something we definitely would think, maybe we'll consider even just making a trip, just going back to the Greek islands, So it's a good teaser for giving you, a feel of an island or a location or a city to see if you ever want to visit it again.
Right. And there's a lot of great bargains going on. We're going to have Marla Sabali on from Connection to Cruise on probably next week. Talk about cruising and just travel in general, because it's really expanding. The other thing that's important for those of you that are afraid of COVID type things, there's sanitations everywhere. All the staff are wearing masks. When you walk into the food, they spray your hand with sanitizing stuff. And I mean, everywhere you go, it's safe as can be. There's groups there. The ship was probably 3/4 full, I think it was. And so there's never real big crowds. There's always everything's spread out. And that's a nice thing. Dancing was the only one, but you're not on top of each other. That's the main thing.
Well, but there are cruises that are not so full. There are cruises that are packed. So it depends on the capacity. I think of the cruise and the time you go.
Right.
When you go off peak time, like not a holiday, whatever, probably is not as crowded. So
yeah. But a lot of
really
people are
is
still
timing.
gun shy with COVID and everything. And but I can tell you, I mean, Izzy's very into sanitizing everything, and this is her. She was in heaven here. She was singing, walking down the hallway. Yay! I get sprayed again. Yay! I get. They had spray stations everywhere. Shaking her head. What? You didn't say that?
No,
I
didn't
heard you
say that.
singing in your heart, in your mind
No,
at least.
No, not at all. But okay, whatever.
It's a shtick. Come on, go with it.
Sure.
Oh,
Oh yes, I was just so excited.
See, I'm telling you, her enthusiasm was amazing. Right. The whole ship was rocking because of her. So, and there's also shopping on there, and let's talk about the Solstice. I guess we'll talk about shopping and everything. But anyway, and the other thing too, there's cruises for families. There's cruises that are based with kids that are amazing. I brought my kids one time, and guess what? I never saw them. They were the whole day. One was in the teenage lounge, and the other one, a teenage program, and the other one was with the kids program. And I honestly, the only time I saw them was dinner. Other than that, hi, Dad, and I hear, hi, Dad, bye, Dad. I mean, they were with their friends and everything, and tons of activities. That's a big, big plus. So if you think I don't want to go on a cruise with kids, it's perfect for kids.
They have a kids club, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that even with babies, they have sitters there and stuff. So they really accommodate you. They're very accommodating, and no matter where you go, and the staff are always friendly. What's really neat, I find, is that they're from every nation in the world and smiling. They care. It's just a really neat thing, and it's just not the same. How can I say nicely? Boring crowd. I mean, it's nice to see different faces and learn too. You can ask questions, and they can't wait to tell you about their country and their family. I mean, the pride they have, and most of these people, they come from poor countries, and what's neat is they save their money, they send it back to their families, and they really, really try their best. They really try the hardest. And hospitality is very hard to do.
Well, they're gone for 4 to 6 months at a time away from
6-month
family.
contracts.
And they're on this boat with multiple people. I'm sure they're sharing rooms and different things. So, I mean, it really is hard work. And they're there early in the morning, and they're late at night. We see them, and always with a smile on their face. So it really is hard work, no matter what it's just appreciation having such hard work ethics, And I'm sure, the pay and the conversion rate probably a little bit different, because they're getting paid probably in U.S. dollars.
Think about it. If you went to a different country and you had to speak their language and their culture and everything, how hard that would be. I think it would be really...
Well, and then, we all speak differently. We have slangs,
There's a couple times on our ship, you ask a question, I think the way we wrote it was probably wrong, and they look at you like deer in headlights, which is like, I'm trying to explain what things are, but everything got done, and you can always, guest services are very, very accommodating, and they're really there to make you feel special, and so.
I have to say, Allan's joke didn't go as well as planned some of his, because I think it's a language barrier, kind of lost in translation.
Indonesian and Serbian, and they're like, huh? So, but before we get into the Stoltis and talk about that ship at great length, I want to talk to you about All Magic Paint and Body. It's a great company. I got my car rear-ended. My car got rear-ended, and it was actually totaled. And I had to get it, well, not totaled, that was the first car, but it got rear-ended, and I brought it in to get fixed. And this is absolutely amazing. With over 30 years experience, their highly trained and certified technicians are friendly, and friendly staff are kind of the best in town. I've been to a couple of different dealers before I went in to get fixed, see which one I wanted, and this is by far the best one. It's family owned. They have all state-of-the-art equipment. They have and they use the latest technology, computerized coloring matching, specialized in-frame repairs, modern laser measuring system, and they are OEM certified, which is the big thing. Some body shops aren't that way. All body paint and body offer rental car assistance, so they'll go out and make an appointment for you to get the car for you. They'll bring it to the dealer, so you don't have to go there. Once you drop your car off, they take care of it. And they also offer a lifetime guarantee, which you can't beat. Mm-hmm. All Magic Auto Paint and Body Collision Centers are located in Norco, Eastvale, Moreno Valley, and in Fontana. And visit them at allmagicauto.com. That's allmagicauto.com. I'm food critic Allan Borgen, and guess what? I highly recommend it. And if you if you listen to me and trust me, you're going to trust me with them. All Body Paint and Body. So, anyway. Okay, let's get
Thanks to them. They're a sponsor for our company.
Thanks to them that my car got here today.
Yeah, exactly.
It drives great, too, by the way. So, okay, let's talk about the Stoltis. Stoltis is a ship. It's an older ship, but they just refurbished it not too long ago. It's part of Celebrities, ships. They have a lot of different categories, and this is one of the kind of the upper ones. And Again, they refurbished it. It's a beautiful ship inside. One thing I can say, it's spotless. You could eat on the carpets. I mean, they must scrub the carpets every day.
Well, you see people cleaning constantly, and there's a lady actually. If you go in the show, there's a lady like in the bathroom cleaning it as you go. Every time you go in, she goes in and cleans it up before somebody else goes in. I mean, it's like
amazing. Yeah.
Amazing. You never have a toilet or bathroom that's ever dirty. So it's lovely to have that because you don't know necessarily when you go on vacation.
But also the railings, every elevators, everything is spotless, and they're
I
always,
saw them
and you're
scrubbing
right.
that too.
Yeah, they're always cleaning. So, in terms of the rooms, they're nice rooms. They're not gigantic because you pay more, you get a little bit bigger rooms, but they're all clean. They're very efficient. The beds are wonderful. God, you get very, very comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Every area has a room attendant, and you just call them if you want something. They're there to please you. With us, there was a few things missing, and we told him about it. He stopped what he was doing to go get it. And
you stopped exactly when you ask him. Oh, I said, kind of, can you clean up the room a little earlier? He's like, oh, he literally like sprinted into the room. And we're like, okay, you didn't have to do it right at this moment, but he dropped everything and did it for us. So it's really, like I said, it's hard work for these people. Early in the morning, late at night, and they get, you have their extension to call them, and they're pretty much on call, and they're always willing to please with a smile on their face. I mean, it is hard work.
Until they saw me coming, because I was a joke with them, and they didn't understand it. Just kidding. The other thing too is that again, anything you want there, they pretty much will do for you. They have it there, so that's a really nice feature. So the rooms are really clean, and the ship itself is beautiful. It's really, really nice and clean. We went on the Edge in April, May of this year, and that's one of the newer ships. So it really can't compare. It's apples to pears. It's really different.
I think even house. Just look at the houses. Each era, each decade, the layout has changed, right? What amenities being offered has changed. Same thing with buildings and ships. If it's built in a different decade, the ship will be a little bit different, offer different amenities because it's of that time, the latest, greatest at that time.
Yeah. So, but this is more than comfortable enough. A lot of seating and stuff, and for those of us who have a little problems, I have a little problem walking, bad knee or bad back. They have rails. They have assistance. If you need a wheelchair, they're good for you.
Yeah, I think they do have accessible rooms.
Oh
too.
yeah, no, definitely. So, and then the other thing too, which is interesting, they have a special. Well, it's all the time now for celebrity that Wi-Fi gratuities are all included.
Yeah.
As well as
drink packages. Yeah.
And the drink packages are pretty much everything you want except the high-end liquors,
or specialty drinks.
Yeah,
like if you want an energy drink or something. I think
yeah,
that's
so
in
if
the
it's
premium
you may have to spend $1, $2, or $3 extra
per day. Yeah.
Per day, for that. I think it's per day.
It's per day.
Drink. Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, we drink our buns off with between Diet Coke and bottled waters. They have really good bottled waters and great
coffee.
And if you're
watching us through the video right now, KCAAradio.com, you can see we have one of the celebrity bottled waters.
It's
with
aluminum.
Us.
Yeah, it's really good,
aluminum.
clean water. But that's a nice thing. But at first I was like, oh, here we are tipping the people, and without seeing their service and to receive the kind of service you get when you're tipping in advance kind of impressed me.
Yeah, because every corner, every turn, everybody's happy and so willing to help.
Yeah, that's really important. So, okay, so we talked about activities. They had everything there. They had all kinds of dancing and music and
there's line dancing.
Games.
Like you just can't imagine. I mean, there's slot tournaments. There's blackjack tournaments.
There's bingo. There's deal or no deal. There's
there's game shows. There's they even have like shopping sprees. They have like little like 1 hour flash sale, or if you like to shop, you can shop till you drop. If you like to play games, you can play games till you drop.
Yeah, I mean,
literally.
It's pretty amazing. And like for women, they had a really neat thing where every day they gave you a different charm, small little charm, and
On the solstice.
they gave you a little crystal holder to put it like a bracelet, necklace to hold it in, brochette.
Yeah, it's on this cruise that they had a specialty shop, Effie, if you guys have heard of it, and then did a giveaway. So to get people in the store basically, and they had little charms twice a day, every
It could
day
be
except for
gems.
the
It could be an
yep,
anchor. It could be, just different
the
sailing.
mini charms to get into this glass locket, and you put it in there. It basically creates a memory for you.
Yeah, we got one for my mom, and she's gonna love it. But that was very clever. Every day is something different. Even the staff there are very friendly. They're not pushy compared to another cruise line we went on. They weren't real pushy. I mean, they have to make their sales and stuff, but nothing like before. Before it was like gun to your head almost, and
Yeah.
it's
And what really neat to me is that as I'm picking up these charms each time, it's an education. They talk about different jewels or different, for this particular, they were talking about different jewels, where they come from, how they come about, where they were mined, and
they had a whole thing on diamonds.
yeah, I mean,
and
it's an education
unbelievable.
too. Of for ladies or men's who are really interested in learning about geology and how where kind of what rare gems come from. It's really an education. For me, I found it very educational. I learned something huge, a lot of things new that I didn't know I thought I knew. And it's really neat, I thought.
It's interesting, very interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
You learned some too, didn't you? You
Oh yeah,
attended a lecture.
diamonds.
It was really neat.
I didn't realize diamonds are millions of years old. Starts from carbon and it's way down in the ground. And when they get it, it could be a 10-pound rock, and only the dinky bit is a diamond. They can take it out and polish it up and heat it and stuff. And they talked about good stuff versus lab created, the differences, difference quality. And I think
in certain particular gemstones do get heat treated or color enhanced or
radiated,
get irradiated. So you really learned a lot because nobody tells you these things. When you're shopping online or you're going somewhere, you see this beautiful rock, you're like, where did it come from? You had no idea. You don't know if it's something they dye, is a dry piece of glass. So it's really neat to learn all that from a gemologist. Right? Is that
Right.
That's what it's called?
Yep.
Yep. So
and they also have. I was going to tell you, they have a lot of medical people on board. They have a doctor. They have a nurse. On the spa, they have all kinds of different treatments. They have acupuncture. They have herbalists. They have everybody.
Personal trainer. They have
Yep.
a personal trainer. They
wanted me to be a personal trainer, but I told them I'm busy.
they have a full gym, so they're there's a
wait.
walking outdoor track, on the top deck. So it really, if exercise your thing, you can just exercise every day and enjoy yourself. Because
One of our friends did that every day. He went there, and now this gym is overlooking the ocean. I mean, it's a big glass
I know
in front.
every machine
And
was looking at the ocean.
Oh,
It was
my
amazing.
goodness, yeah.
The view was beautiful.
Yeah, really something. So,
Yeah.
in terms of different classes of cruising, we went on the Aqua, and we're really fans of the
Aqua class.
for a lot of different reasons. First of all, the room's a little different, it's a little bigger. In the bathrooms, they give you it's a full body shower. I mean, it looks like a car wash. I mean,
It
it's
is a car wash shower.
It's
Yep.
really, really
So
fancy.
you get a rain shower head. You got body jets coming at you. It's lovely. You literally get
Gets
clean
spoiled.
from head to toe.
Exactly. So that's kind of neat. Each day they bring in some canopies for you. To be honest, some are a
In
little better
between
than
lunch
others.
and dinner, which most of the time I'm so full I can't even look at food because like you have so
we'll
much
get into that,
variety of
yeah.
foods that whatever floats your boat, and you really have no chance. I didn't have any chance to go, wow, I really want some other food in between my meals.
Yeah, but the little canopies they give you, a lot of different things, which is a nice little gesture. I have to
Mm-hmm.
admit, really nice. And then if you want more water, they do it. They give you more water and everything, and they have a full little bar in there if you want. If you have a drink package, you can just bring drinks in and stuff. But the rooms are really nice. So the other thing about Aqua Class is for the spa. There's like three different spa treatments you can get into. The steam room, There's a
Sauna.
and there's
The rain
like
shower.
like a rain shower. It's kind of neat. Yeah. So
Yeah.
water coming out of you, but
And then they do have a heated lounges.
right. And
So it's basically a lounge that a reclining lounge that is heated. So you can literally stay in there and it's a quiet time.
yeah, a lady came in kind of complaining for me to shut my mouth because I was talking a little bit loud and trying to joke a little bit, and it's like, shh. I mean, it's very quiet. It's like a library, and everyone's really de-stressing. That's the main thing. But
But most people are there lounging, relaxing, taking a chill, downtime and just unwinding.
Right.
So it's really lovely. And then of course there's all these facials, all these treatments, there's all these there's anything you can think of, injections, like treatments. They have different, skin treatments, for or even for cellulite or different things, and they evaluate your feet, there's all kinds of stuff. They really offer all of these different things that if you never heard of it, I'm sure by the time the end of your cruise, if you start reading everything, you get educated of what kind of treatments there are out there in the spa.
right, yeah, it's really nice. But again, for the aqua class, you get the 3 different treatments for free. You can go in as much as you want. The rain shower, the steam room, and what's the other one?
The loungers, the
no,
rain
the-
shower, steam room, sauna.
Sauna, yeah.
Mhm.
So if you like to schwitz, which means sweat in Hebrew, you can do that. But you get to relax. That's the main thing. So if you want to be excited, if you want to just relax, it depends on why people come on cruises for different reasons.
Yeah.
But you can do that. But that's part of the class. Only you have to show the room key, so only aqua class can get in there. So
Yep. Unlimited access. Yeah.
Right.
From the time the spa is open, I think it's at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m.
To 10 a.m.
till
10 p.m.
10 p.m. at night. That's unlimited. So you want to go there 20 times a day, you can.
Yeah, they also have a really nice solarium in the area. Beautiful. It's
Indoor
covered,
pool. It's for adults only. There's
quiet, serene, romantic.
yeah. It's like a waiting pool. There's like loungers. There's a hot tub. So it's very lovely. There's an outdoor pool, more like party atmosphere, where there's a bar and there's music and there's activities. People watching's actually very fun.
Oh yeah, and people. That's the other thing. The different travelers are very friendly. They had a big group from Montreal. They had from all over
Quebec,
Quebec, all over the world. But they came and just really nice people. You talk with them, you learn a lot where they're from, and we met some people in our area. One lady and her husband, they were on our show, my radio show, my other station about
7-8 years ago.
7-8 years ago, yeah. So, but there's quite a few people from the Inland Empire there, obviously, but they're from all over, and you can really learn from talking to people, and why people don't talk to each other, I don't know. There's so many. It's such a benefit.
And on a cruise ship, I think after a couple of days, people start talking to each other, saying hi to each other. You start learning people's names. Like we've met so many people from all over the country, and know their names and saying hi to them. Met this couple in Utah. We know her name, we know his name, his birthday. We celebrated his birthday with them. It was
nice
really
people.
neat. Because then you have that commonality. I think being in the same location. And then also, I have to give a huge shout out to photographers. There are shipped photographers who goes around every evening and during the day sometimes taking pictures of everybody. And we're, being the picture people,
Hams.
We totally love it. We did buy a picture package, which
Highly recommend.
Highly recommend. If you see it, definitely buy it, because we get to, we planned ahead this time and brought enough outfits to get dressed up. So we literally have professional photography on digital.
We're talking
And
50,
you're
60, 70 pictures.
Yeah, you're downloading it on your phone. You get to take it home with you. So if you go anywhere, how often do you go somewhere? You come home from vacation. Oh, geez, I only have like 10 pictures or 20 pictures.
You're a youngster, but for us old timers, they usually have, when you go on board at the beginning, they have pictures and then they post it of everything. This is all digital. They have green screens. They have all kinds of really neat things. So take a picture of you, have a pose.
And they coach you because I am not a natural picture taker. I see a camera, I freeze. I have no idea what to do. I don't know where my shoulder goes. I don't know what my face look like. And they kind of coach you through. It's really nice. Kind of make you feel like, ooh, I'm a professional photographer, taking my picture of my model.
And the pictures are beautiful. I look skinny in those. I don't know how they do that.
I
Special
know,
effects.
right?
But no, I was really shocked. I really, really looked. All of us will look good. But all the pictures look good. But again, they put you in a green screen. And for those of you that don't know what a green screen is, it's a green screen.
It's green.
But basically, they can put anything in the background. So it could be your ship. It could be a dining room. It could be the jungles.
Port of call.
It could be anything. And so one pose, you're in 5, 6, 7 different pictures.
And you can
backgrounds.
pick the ones you want to save. You can pick the ones you want to print out. I mean, there's so many options.
If you want them free, not like before. If you want them free, they're free. If you don't want them, you don't download them. But I mean, you can get 60, 70, 80 easy.
Yep.
Easy.
Yep.
And the price is what, $70?
No, it's $100.
Oh, $100,
It's $99.99, but it's well worth it. I think average. I think we got less than 50 cents a photo because there were so much photos that
and they're all gorgeous,
and they all turned out amazing. I mean, you get to pick and choose which ones you want.
Do you notice too that they take pictures and they check it to see how it turned out?
Yeah, so you're not like eyes closed, blinking, twitching, which we all do.
And there's 2 gentlemen, Ryan and his.
So it's 3 gentlemen. I want to say hi to Ryan. We got Jeriel and Elrich. They were the 3 gentlemen. They were all spread around the ship, and they actually were so nice, always
and
so
they remember
sweet.
everybody's names.
They do.
I don't know how you do that.
No, and room numbers.
Room numbers.
Because you have to tell them your room number so they can know where to distribute your photos. And it's amazing. These 3 gentlemen make you feel so comfortable and really, so I would say the congeniality. I would say they get the congeniality award. Because they are really, really sweet. And people actually with families or celebrating something have a whole party, get to go do things and be funny or make silly poses. And so it's really, really fun.
Don't look at me when you said silly poses.
This one actually did a bunch of silly poses.
They loved it. They laughed.
He cracked them up so much. But we had such a good time with them. So thank you so much for these lovely photos. And shout out to them.
Hopefully you're watching.
Ryan, Jeriel, and Elrich. Yep.
Good people. So you're listening to the Let's Sign Out show right here on AM 1050 and 106.5 FM, the stations that leave no listeners behind. And we're on every Saturday from 4 to 5. And today we're talking about Celebrity Solstice. We basically went to Mexican Riviera.
Yep.
So we're talking about the ship. Back to Aqua Class. Another great feature is the BLU dining room. It's a dining room just for Aqua Class. It's a dining room that you have to show your card in. Not anybody can eat there.
It's only for if you do have the Aqua Class stateroom. That's what they call them, stateroom. Then you get to dine in blue if you want to.
If you want to, yeah.
Yep. And they do assign, early seating or late seating. But they give you a table, so you assign to a table, and then you get to go back to your table every night. It's kind of nice.
And the waiters and the servers all know you. And we're going to tell you a little treat, a little secret here. I'm not sure if everyone knows about it, but
not everybody knows.
But we were like shocked because one of our people in our group asked for it, and they said
they knew all. They read all about it.
And we were like, oh wait. What it basically, besides getting the menu for blue, you can also ask for the menu for the regular dining room. The main dining room.
Not the buffet, but the main dining room. So there's actually traditional dining.
They have 2 main dining rooms.
Yep.
And so basically you got 2 menus to look at, which
pick
gives
and choose from. And you literally go, oh my God, everything looks good. And you get to pick and choose what you really like.
Last night, I think we got like 4 or 5, 6 appetizers, 7 appetizers. We got 3 entrees. I mean, you can eat what you want, as much as you want. If you want, for breakfast, let's say you want a salmon plate, smoked salmon plate.
And a fruit.
If you want double or triple, they'll do that. I mean, anything, and lobster tails. They were just like, hey, you want another lobster tail? Sure. You want another lobster? I mean, it was pretty amazing. So if you're really into food, which is why you're listening to us, hopefully,
Or
you know,
entertainment.
yeah, hopefully you're not anorexic and depressed and everything, suicidal. Listen to our show for that reason. But yeah, no, the food is really good there, and the Blue is upscale dining, and everyone's very professional, and we were just really pleased with it, and well worth it. The aqua class we love. If you can, if you have a little bit more money to spend, you can go to a different level. They have another dining room for that level. But I just think it's a neat feature. You feel very special, and not everybody on board gets to eat there. So you feel like, wow, it's we can afford it, and it's not that much more.
No, and it, the aqua class do have the oceanfront view, so you have ocean view stateroom and a balcony. So if you're up, you like to have a window, you like to be able to sit out on the veranda, enjoy the ocean air in your own bedroom, then that might be for you. Something to consider. And also, there are specialty dining.
Oh yeah.
So, Alan, you want to talk about that?
Sure do. Let's talk about specialty dining. There's one called the Mask Grill. It's on one of the deck levels near the pool. There's a Mask Bar, and there's also Mask Grill. And it's basically
like
beef
MAST,
mast.
like the mast,
What did I
like
say?
the
Like
ship mast,
mast.
not mast, like
yeah,
people.
like you're on. Hold you up like Long Ranger mask. No, it's masks, and you can get burgers. You get your choice burgers. They have chicken burgers, Beyond Burgers. They
It's
have
turkey
burgers. They have everything, regular burgers, and you can have cheese and pickles and lettuce, and then you get hot dogs, all beef hot dogs, and you can have mustard and they had mushroom mixture. They had sauerkraut. They had grilled onions, regular onions. So
and the fries were amazing.
you like them a lot, yeah.
Yeah, you can tell them they're extra crispy, which it was so good because it's so fresh. They literally, you see them cook it up and they give it to you right then. It's nice and hot.
Right, and again, that's part of the meals. It's free for that. So if you want 5 hamburgers, you can order 5 hamburgers. So then there's I'm trying to think. They have the 2 special dining rooms, regular dining rooms, I should say. You can go there. You can, so if you're really good, like we did at least on the other cruise, we went to one place and we an hour
we did
later.
Specialty dining. We did purchase a specialty dining, and those do cost an up cost per person. And so we did that, and we're like, okay, well, I think we just tasted that. We still want to taste what's in Blue. We run back to Blue to try it.
Yeah, so you can have a meal at one place and just go upstairs and have another meal. So
Yep.
we're very super foodie here. So so they had that. They had the buffet. Was a Seaview Cafe,
Ocean View
Cafe.
Yep.
And everything imaginable. They had all kinds of British breakfasts. For like breakfast, they had British breakfast, American breakfast. They had Asian. They had Mexican, Hispanic. They had everything.
Try to please all the
beautiful selection.
Yep.
I mean, you name it, they had it. There's a few things. There were a few issues we had with them. Some of the items were a little bit undercooked or whatever, but it wasn't a major thing. Most people loved it.
Usually they're willing to, do something for you to change it up so that you like it.
Yeah, no, but it was a very good selection. I mean, if you go there, we went there quite a bit actually because the food was really good there, especially the breakfasts are
well,
great.
I think it's being even dining room's great, everything's plated, but this way instead of having like 5 choices or 10 choices, you get like 50 choices, and you get
50.
to pick 50 to 100.
100, 200, 300.
Pick whatever your heart desire and, the quantity you desire. And you can sit there, literally eat all day.
Yep.
And don't ever leave the dining room. Nobody's going to kick you out. So if you want to eat from 8 a.m. till whenever I think they close out their cafe, like at 3 p.m. or something.
Yeah, then they open for dinner.
You can dine, and you get a little small break. Go take a nap and come back.
Yeah, and they have pizza oven there, so you get fresh pizzas. They have ice cream. They make their own ice creams there, so they have all kinds of stuff. But that was an option too. So then they have a lot of specialty dinings, and they have the Murano, which is kind of a French-inspired restaurant. They have the Spal Cafe, which it's part of the free package, and smaller, healthier type dishes, salads, everything. I heard it was. We didn't go there, but we heard it was really good food there. The guys really liked it. It's more for those really watching their diet, and if you're going to spend a lot of time exercising and pampering yourself in a spa, it's a perfect opportunity to do that too. They had let's see what else. Sushi on 5. It's Japanese sushi. They have different alcoves they had there. They have the Tuscan Grill, which is kind of classic Italian food. They, upscale food, really good. And they ranges in price from 55, I think, to $65 a person. But the food is the higher end type of food. We're talking, escargot and rack of lamb and all good stuff. But you can also get a lot of stuff, and also the other dining room, like in Blue and everything. They had escargot all the time. If you like smoked salmon, this is the place to go. We had smoked salmon every dinner almost.
No, every breakfast.
Breakfast, it seemed like every dinner because we ate so much of it. But it was a lot of fun. Then they have one that we just fell in love with the first time we saw it, and we wanted to get it for everybody. And that's one of the things. If you come on Let's Dine Out cruise, we always give you a lot of specials. And one of the specials was we got free dining at the Le Petit Chef. It's at the Silk
Courtesy
Harvest
of
restaurant.
Celebrity Cruises.
Yeah,
Thank you so much,
Cruises
Celebrity.
gave it to our group, and it's a very interesting group. It's hard to explain, but it's
Just as a dinner and show all in one. And
it's all animation.
It's all animation, and each course is a different
season.
show.
No.
There's 4 different shows.
Are
We
there?
can't
Okay.
talk about that because you don't want to let it all out. Hello, let
Okay.
people, be a little suspense there.
Okay. Ooh,
It's a dinner
ooh,
show in front of you, basically, on your plate, and each course has a different show.
But they're all animated, very colorful. All I can say is when you walk in, it's pretty much it's dark, and you see a white plate with a white circle on it, like a light over it. And that's all. You have no idea what the heck's
It's a
going on
blank
here.
slate. Yep.
Yeah, blank slate. And then with the animation, it becomes everything colorful like you wouldn't believe. And
It's amazing.
all I can say is...
And the food,
Ew.
oh my gosh, I would say that's even all our guests that came along with us have commented that is their best meal ever.
Yep.
They saying that is not only experience for all your senses, because you're not only seeing it, you're smelling it, you're feeling it, and then you get to taste it. I mean, it is amazing. It's all your senses get to be stimulated all in one particular meal. And, it's especially dining again, and especially dining does cost an upcharge, but I think it's way
Highly recommend
worth
it.
it.
It's probably it is the most memorable dining experience I've ever had.
Yep.
And everyone agreed that oh my goodness, that's the one.
And these are people that
stands
do
out.
dine out a lot, and they do travel a lot, and they do have experienced other things a lot. And, this is probably something very memorable. Yeah, because I've never come across this in so many years, in my life traveling. So it's definitely something I highly recommend. We both highly recommend. And then there's Murano, which is a French-inspired menu.
Yeah, French-inspired menu. So, but there's a lot of different options, and again, some of them are, I think, worth paying for.
Especially dining, if you purchase those, you need to make sure you make a reservation. Make sure you know which day you're going, what time you're going, because there's a certain seating and time you show up. So, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them are very limited, like Le Petit Chef, but again, highly recommend. That's the one place I can't say enough. I mean, there's a lot of French restaurants in the world. There's a lot of Italian restaurants in the world, and a lot of sushi. And nothing against these restaurants, but Le Petit Chef really stands out. It's a very, very unique dining adventure. It's just incredible. So, okay, so we covered the food, we covered the spa, we covered activities. I think, did we? Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Covered the rooms. Covered the staff. The staff, again, I can't say enough about them. They're smiling. They're happy. It's kind of like cruising in the Hallmark Channel. Everyone's there's no problems. I didn't see anybody grumpy there. Did you?
No, I didn't.
I mean, not just staff, but
people
even
are like oohing, ahhing every time they're eating. You just hear a lot of satisfaction noises. A lot of people are like, so good.
No, I think the drink packages had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, that
you can,
probably
again,
has a lot to do with
you don't
it.
have to drive, so you can pretty much drink all you want, as much as you want. They don't limit you or anything.
And you don't have to do it all in one day. You got many days to spread it out and enjoy all the beverages
so
you want.
Beer,
Yep.
wine, just about
mixed
everything.
drinks.
Mixed drinks.
There's like pina colada by the pool if that's what you want. It's really lovely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, so highly recommend. And again, you don't have to pay for it. A lot of places you got to pay for drink packages. I went on
Well, it is a drink package. You do pay for it, but it's all inclusive
all
once
inclusive,
you pay
that's what I'm
for it,
saying.
and then the gratuities are included. Of course, If you meet somebody that you think they went above and beyond and they totally, really worth the extra tip, which we did, we did tip them extra just because even though gratuities are included, I'm sure gratuities are actually appreciated too. So,
Well,
don't think that, you don't have to tip
but
anybody if you
yeah,
don't
people
want
like
to.
the maitre d.
Hmm.
You know, in the olden times, you would do that, and I think even now, fancy restaurants. But the maitre d was great. He walked around, did everything for Shantar.
Shonda.
Shantar, yeah, he's a really nice
Shonda.
guy. Um, and I was able to meet with the food and beverage director and the chef, who's from Jamaica, really nice guy. And they really, really care. If you have any kind of suggestions or criticisms or anything, they really listen to you. And
Hmm.
some of the ideas I had, they weren't sure about it, whether they were true or not. They went and they found out it was, and they had a meeting with their major people talking about it. So that really impressed me that they really care. They really listen. You
Well, they
hear
take
that,
it to heart, which is
yeah.
really important. And, wasn't like us being, you know, nasty about it.
No,
It's just, suggestion. I think there's always room for improvement in life. And that's in all aspects of life and to learn something new. So it's just getting the guest part of the, feedback to them. And they
can you
did
imagine
listen.
dining with a whole group of professional food critics?
Oh, God.
They
I think
they
they'll
would
just
quit.
have to jump off the ship when they see you
Yeah.
and screaming. So, anyways,
So, and
but I
think,
would like to Can I do
sure.
one of our other sponsors?
Yep.
Probably the spot, it requires a spot to say hi to them.
Yep.
The Ray's Shanghai Bistro. They're actually located on Lugonia, right next to the Redlands DMV. They offer largest and most delicious and array of traditional and original Chinese dishes available in the Inland Empire. Some of the favorite dishes we have. Actually, we dined there right before our cruise.
Night before.
What did you have?
We had, let's see, the crispy beef, orange peel beef,
Mhm.
which I love. I asked for it extra crispy, came out perfect. And my favorite, it was, hot and sour soup is hot and sour soup. This one here has some kick to it, and it's got some texture to it. I loved it. I think
It's
they have the
not
best
too
one.
thick because the key is a fine line of too thick and goopy and too thin, right? And it's a perfect texture. They do have great crispy pork spare ribs with garlic, and they have a spicy lamb with bamboo or spicy lamb with what is it? Toothpick lamb.
Toothpicks, yeah.
Yeah, they were amazing. And they have amazing basil spicy shrimp plus lots of vegetarian dishes. So whether you
Wait,
dine
wait,
in or
you're,
pick up,
you're dripping. You're
I'm
salivating, drooling. Yeah. There,
okay, let me wipe myself. Okay.
Okay, good.
Whether you dine in or pick up the food or enjoy to have it at home or cater your next party or special event, you will see why Ray's RUI spelled Ray RUI Shanghai Bistro is truly the best Chinese restaurant in the Inland Empire. Just to let you know, they are expanding because they usually line out the door. They're very, very busy. People drive from far away to come eat here. They are expanding and eventually going to be in the Packing House
I think
district.
December. I want to say December 10th.
Yeah, so
Reserve date.
keep an eye out. Just in case you're not sure, look them online. The website is Ray RUISSHANGHAI. So Ray's Shanghai Bistro BISTRO.net. Ray's RUIS Shanghai SHANGHAI Bistro BISTRO.net. And then look it up. Keep your eyes posted because they're going to be definitely changing their location.
And it's by far the best Chinese restaurant we've eaten at, almost in the Inland Empire.
It is. It
It's
definitely is.
that good.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
And of course, in order to eat, you got to have good teeth. And if you have any problems with teeth, my dentist, which I go to, I love, is Dr. Tobias Maynard, DDS. He's located in Redlands. It's pearlywhitesdds.com. Again, pearlywhitesdds.com. The staff are professional. He is an incredible dentist. It's pain-free dental, which is, I'm a baby. What can I say? And I don't feel anything. He talks to you, not down to you. He explains what he's doing, why he's doing it. They're holistic. They're not going to just, they don't just do it and jump in. And some people, they don't give you any time or anything. They take their time with you. If you have a
Well, I
question,
think
they stop.
to me, he reminds me of an old-fashioned dentist.
Yep.
Really does. They actually do it's more like a personal visit versus
Yeah, they do
just walking in a clinic.
They do family dentistry, holistic dentistry, cosmetic dentistry. If you want to look good, they do help you with that. So a little bit of everything. So again, it's pearlywhitesdds.com. Pearly Pearly Whites WHITES DDS.com in Redlands. So, and then the very last sponsor we got to give credit to is Bowler and Bowler Family Law. If you have any kind of family law problems, it could be anything from divorces to
Child custody,
non-marital relationship, paternity issues, anything to do with family law. This is the place you want to go to. They have over 50 years experience. It's a father-son operation. Both Toby and Sean are very professional. They represent people. They're there for you. They really are great advocates for you. They know the law. They know how to work with you. And when they referred to me, they were referred to me by two women who actually lost to them, and they just thought, wow, they did such a great case that they're enthused about it.
Well, I think they're fair. That's what it is. Like at the end of the day, it's about fairness and what's the right thing to do.
But they know the law. That's amazing. And in reality, I don't care what the other person wants or thinks. It's what the law says, and they know how to manipulate the law and make it work for them. So, again, it's bowlerandbowler.com. That's Bowler, BOWLER, and AND, Bowler.com. They're located in Redlands. Bowler and Bowler Family Law Firm. Good people. So, you know something? I'm tired. I feel like I've worked. I need a vacation. I need to go on a cruise.
I need to go take a nap from my vacation.
Yeah, we got back on shore at 11. We've been sleeping the rest of the day before we came here. So anyway, listen to us again. We really appreciate you listening to our show. We're on every Saturday from 4 to 5 right here on AM 1050, 106.5 FM. The stations that leave little listeners behind. And what else? Anything else, Izzy?
Just want to say shout out to the Celebrity Cruise Line.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you so much. We had a great time. Our guest and us had a wonderful time. So fun. We really enjoy your ship.
Everyone had a great time.
Yep.
So, and leave you with a little thing. Where are we going to eat tonight?
I have
starving.
no idea.
I don't know. I feel like I haven't eaten anything.
It sounds like we're back in Mexico, so might as well go join the party outside.
Sounds good. Take care, everybody. Happy eating.
Happy eating, everybody.